Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So glad to have you here today. Today I'm going to talk about all the things that I've stopped buying that I'll never buy again ever since really embarking on my sustainability journey. Now, one of the big pillars of sustainability is accessibility. I feel like a lot of people kind of overlook that when they're talking about sustainable fashion in particular, but if it's not accessible to a wide array of people, then you can't truly consider it sustainable. So, it is one of my favorite things to talk about is like finances and kind of how things can be affordable, how you make sustainability a part of your everyday life without like spending hundreds of dollars on it every month. Like you don't need a personal chef to eat vegan XYZ. You just need to be mindful with your consumption, and typically that means spending less money, which is what today's video is all about. So I'm going to go through each and every one. There might be a part 2 to this video eventually, just because there's so many things like I can't exactly think of off the top of my head that I've like stopped purchasing, buying, consuming, etc., etc. First and foremost, this is absolutely no surprise to anyone, but it is fast fashion. H&M, Zara, Forever 21, Shein, Temu, like none of it. Nope, not buying, not participating, not gonna have my money. And on top of that, trends. I don't buy into trends anymore. I have like a lot of classic pieces in my wardrobe, and fashion is cyclical. So a lot of times what I already have in my wardrobe comes back into trend. So there's no need for me to go out and purchase something just because it's trendy and all over Instagram or all over Pinterest. Like I do my best to not partake in trends unless there is something that is trending that is actually just like a classic piece, but is being incorporated in kind of like a novel, fresh new way that has taken the internet by storm. Next, I never buy jewelry that tarnishes. So everything I'm wearing right now is like high quality, doesn't tarnish, but it's still beautiful and affordable. The bracelets on my wrist, though, are a little bit more expensive. These are Ring Concierge, all three of these. So I definitely saved up and treated myself. This is ready-made. This is Atomic Gold, which is a brand in Brooklyn, and it's mostly recycled materials, and it is queer owned and run. And then I have Ana Luisa here, which I actually did mention in my previous video. This is the Elise earring, which is like suits me perfectly, if I do say so myself. So yeah, everything that I wear, I don't buy like costume jewelry really anymore or anything like cheap at the checkout line of like any fashion place ever. I make sure that whatever jewelry I wear is gonna pass like the shower test essentially, because I don't really love to take off my jewelry all the time, every time I shower. So if it's gonna pass that test, like then that's like number one. And I also don't like replacing my jewelry every single time it starts to turn like my fingers green or something. So all of these brands that I mentioned are like women owned and focus on high quality materials, and Ring Concierge is a little bit more like luxury, but I do recommend if you want something like high quality and like a lot of bang for your buck. Another one that is no surprise to anyone is excess makeup. And you guys have seen my Project Pan videos. A lot of you probably have found me through my Project Pan videos, and that is just basically the culmination of all of this makeup that I've accumulated since I was a teenager and me trying to work my way through it. So I'm not adding anything to my collection that is not clean beauty or not something that I'm gonna wear very often. I just don't buy makeup just because it's like pretty packaging or I saw it online and I saw someone else use it. Like I'm very intentional with my makeup purchases. So anything excess or extra, I do not add to my collection. And you can watch my most recent Project Pan. I'm going to link it and then also have the playlist in the description. Ooh, this next one is a little bit random, but this is hair ties and accessories. So I don't buy any accessories that aren't flattering my hair, that aren't healthy for my hair, or bows or hair clips or anything. Again, just because it's trendy, I only buy things that I'm going to use. So I don't have 13 million claw clips. I have a handful that I rotate and use. Also, I do have a sister-in-law who works for Telly Ties, so I do get some of those. But even before then, I wasn't like constantly buying claw clips. I like had some from my roommate that was getting rid of them. I have the same headbands that I've been wearing, like for a more sporty look or if I'm working out. And I have the same like elastic. I have these little baggies that like jewelry comes in, and I keep all my hair accessories there because I feel like a lot of people just like lose them, which is totally fair. Like I get it. But that system of keeping it in a designated space, a designated area helps ensure that I'm not losing my hair ties all the time and I have to keep repurchasing them. I also really like to use random like ribbons or threads or satin as like bows. Actually, this one time for my friend Haley's wedding, I took the hanger loop that was inside the dress, ripped it off, and used it as a hair bow. It was very cute, very me, and very low waist. Yeah, just like finding little things that you can use to accessorize your hair works way better than going out and having to buy the biggest, newest hair trends. Also, on the hair wave, I don't buy any new hair tools. I have the Shark Flex, which you guys have probably seen me rant and rave about, and I absolutely love and adore. And that does so many things. So why would I need to get a new hair crimper or a different size curling barrel or a new straightener or even a new hair dryer? Like, I don't need any new things. If I already have a collection, I already have things that work fine. My hair is healthy. I'm not killing my hair because these products aren't like short circuiting and like literally burning my hair off, then it's fine. Like, I don't need anything new, and they're expensive. Why would I want to keep buying new ones? I also don't buy body wash or body cream or any of those like fancy shower things. Like, I just think that's a gimmick. It's a scam, especially Bath and Body Works, how they just give you like those plastic bottles of body wash. Like, it smells good, whatever, but like, I don't know, it never made me feel clean. It felt like I was putting on like a shower perfume. I would never was like actually scrubbing and cleaning my body. All I use now is literally a loofah and a bar of soap. Also, I don't buy shaving cream. I think shaving cream is such a scam. I am probably the only one who is like irritated this much by shaving cream, but I really think a bar of soap lathered up and creating bubbles is literally all you need. It's all you need. I don't understand why people go crazy over shaving cream. I will never get it. I think it's the most worthless thing that you could buy. Piggybacking off of my shaving cream rant, I don't buy disposable razors anymore. First of all, they never give me a close shave for longer than like a couple of weeks, and like that little hydrating strip that's on the top of it, like that goes away within a few uses. They just don't last that long either, and of course it's a lot of plastic waste when you are continually buying and using up razors like month after month after month. So what I use now instead is the Leaf razor. It is a refillable razor with a steel razor head and steel razors. How many times am I going to say razors? Too many. It has like a rotating head, not a rotating, but like it moves up and down the same way a disposable razor does, but it's not as rigid as like a safety razor, because those, I used to use a safety razor and that gave me such a close shave, and the Leaf razor gives me an even closer shave because it moves with the curvature of my body, of my legs, my armpits. So I love my Leaf razor. I actually have a code EarthOff10 for 10% off of any Leaf like shaving purchase that you make. I'll leave that link down below as well, so you can use that in case you're interested. Maybe you just need like a refill on your razors, which I know I need to get one soon. And I also don't buy dermaplaners. Like, I have the Leaf dermaplaner and that gives me like baby smooth soft skin, which I absolutely love. I don't buy contacts anymore. I had LASIK surgery, and yeah, LASIK surgery up front was expensive, but so is like an eye exam and new prescription glasses and contacts every year, and new contacts like every month. So, you know, girl math. Next in the body care aisle is pads, tampons, and panty liners. I do not buy those every month anymore or every few months anymore. I use the Salt cup and also their period underwear. And I also, like a way long time ago, got from Amazon or a package free shop. I can't remember which one. Sorry, Amazon, I know. Reusable cotton like panty liners that you just wash and bleach. And I only buy like pads, tampons, and or panty liners in like cases of emergency or travel, like I'm caught off guard and like didn't have my cup with me, which is like so annoying because then I'm stuck with this entire box of tampons, but it is going to take me like a really long time to use it. I have a sustainable period care video in its entirety that really details how much money you really spend over your lifetime of menstruation. So you guys can go watch that. I'll have it linked down below as well. And I also have a code for salt. I will leave that on the screen here. It's going to get you 15% off your purchase, and I'm also going to link it down below. In case you're interested, I love Salt. They're B Corp certified. They give 1% of their proceeds. They donate menstrual products. It's just a really great company to support, and I'm like proud to say that I use them and I love them, and they've also been saving me money by not having to buy all sorts of period products every month, especially with all the toxic metals that have been found in tampons. It's actually insane. Like, being a woman is so tough. Next, I don't buy disposable cups like coffee cups, cutlery, or straws, or water bottles, anything like that. I have one reusable. I have my hydro flask for like kind of long trips like work days and stuff. I also have one smaller one. I don't have 7 hydro flasks in every color, every shape, every size, because I'm just referencing like the Stanley Cup trend when people were like literally rampaging for like the new pastel colorway.
Well, check this out. This cup is causing quite the chaos. Video shows a stampede in Target rushing to get Stanley Cups.
It's like, calm down. You already have 3 at home. Karen, you do not need another one. Karen Jr. Like, it was actually ridiculous and like horrifying to see that side of humanity and like people clamoring for like a cup. Like, come on, guys. Not only do I not buy those things anymore, but I only have one of my reusable, and in this case, 2. So reusable straws. I have this cute, adorable little cutlery set. It's blue and it has like a spoon, a fork, a knife, and it comes in this like little cover and it's bioplastic. So I feel really good about that. Yeah, I also don't continuously buy reusable bags. I only have one and keep it either in the car or put it in another bag with me and take that with me places. So I'm not buying paper bags unless like I need them for gift wrap. That's kind of like a little hack. Or having to buy a reusable bag wherever I'm at. So keeping them with me. Like, reusables defeat the purpose if you're going to then overconsume the reusables. So keep that in mind. Gas. I don't pay for gas anymore. I take public transit and my boyfriend drives an electric vehicle. So that's like a really big win for me. Like, that's a flex. That is a flex. I know that might not be attainable and achievable for everyone, but the public transit, at least like write to your representatives, write to your political leaders and let them know that you want public transit and or more electric vehicle chargers like in your apartment complex or locally. I would suggest like in your condo or apartment complex or whatever, because if they're just like on the street, that makes it more appealing for visitors to then take those charging stations versus just like someone who actually lives and like needs the charger. So that's my suggestion. I do not buy the fast fashion of furniture, which would be IKEA and or Wayfair. And there's like a bunch of those other little sites. Those are going to fall apart, which we all know, and they're not meant to last. I would get something like that secondhand, and if there's something I really want, like that is going to be in my life for a really long time, like a really nice piece, I could also find that secondhand, but I'd do my research and get like a nice vintage piece so I don't spend money on like shitty furniture anymore. I used to, don't get me wrong, like when I very first moved to New York, IKEA, I think I bought everything from IKEA. Growth, okay? Growth. Like I said, there will probably be a part 2 of this video. This is just like scraping the surface of things I realize like I don't buy anymore, and a lot of it is like personal care, skincare. Oh, I actually forgot. I don't buy skincare and hair care that does not directly address my needs because I saw an influencer use it. I don't buy anything that I think is going to work miracles on my hair just because someone else used it and it worked for them. I only buy skincare or hair care that I seek out first and that I think is going to really benefit me. So I'm not trying like the latest trends with hair and skin because like that kind of stuff is precious to me. I don't want to mess with it. There's going to be a video at the end of this one recommended just for you. So stick around to see what that is. If you like this video, don't forget to like it down below. It lets me know that you're enjoying this kind of topic, these kinds of videos, and I can go ahead and make more of them. Let me know in the comments if you want a part 2 and or anything that you yourself don't buy anymore and how that's kind of impacted your finances. I'd love to hear. I'm going to have a video out next Sunday, so don't forget to subscribe so you can see when that comes out. Until next time, don't forget to be kind to yourself, others, and the planet. Bye.